So it's almost been a year, which is just like really painful to think about. And I'm gonna start crying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hannah. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a hot minute since I made a video. I think I made one Christmas Eve, and then the holidays hit and life just got crazy. And so now we are making a new video, first video of 2020. So excited that you're here. Let me get comfortable. I bet that was super cute. Before we get started, I would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications so you know every time I post. I really do try to post weekly. I'm not great at it, but I try. YouTube is a hobby or side hustle, whatever you want to call it for me. So I don't do this full time. So sometimes it's hard for me to do a video every week. If you have been following me on Instagram, you probably know a little bit about what's going on in my life. I'm gonna get into it here, but it's so funny. I've done these life update videos, maybe like, I think this is my third one, and you guys really respond to them, which I am so flattered that you even care about what's going on in my life and that you watch the video. That's so sweet. If you are new here, my name is Hannah. I live in Texas and the DFW area. I am a freelancer. I do photography, graphic design, social media, kind of anything you name it, I probably do it. This week is actually like really light on workload, which is super nice because I'm still catching up from the holidays. Life just, like, I still have my Christmas tree up. I still have Christmas decorations up. I'm finally gonna take those down tonight. While I give you guys a life update, I am going to be making a vision board, which I have never been the kind of girl that like manifests things and does vision boards. I was really inspired by some girls I follow on Instagram and how they made vision boards. And it's not like I believe that like this vision board has like a power. I believe that a vision board is like a really good way for me to kind of map out and like really dig deep and think about my goals for 2020 and what I want from that. And then just use it as a reminder going forward. I kind of had to like scrounge around. I don't think you guys can see, but I have some magazines. I am a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to magazines. I have this, which I just can't get rid of this. Like, I can't. It's a Vogue September issue from 2018 with Beyonce on the cover. Like I don't even know if I can cut this up. Like, I don't know if I can do it. And also, I have to realize that I don't think I can cut this up. So one thing too that you're gonna probably laugh at, because this is such like a janky way to make a vision board, is I don't have any poster board and I didn't want to go buy any because your girl doesn't want to spend money on that. So I actually got the top of a shoebox, an order I got from JustFab. And I feel like this will actually work really well because if I do it on top, I can kind of hang it on the wall and it's a little bit of a 3D kind of thing. We're just gonna go for this. Like I said, I've never done this before, so it could be a complete disaster. I might end up with like nothing and this whole video will just be me talking at you while trying to be crafty. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna give you guys a life update. My last life update, I basically was like, I'm not moving to LA. And I still didn't know what my job was gonna be. But yeah, guys, so I have my own place now and I really enjoy it. I love the area I live in and I have really loved decorating it. I had some things that were kind of like hand-me-downs and like, okay. I'm trying to think of where to start and I really don't want this whole video to be me rambling. I guess we'll just kind of like go through bullet points. Okay. So I made a video a few weeks ago about dating, and basically I made a video talking about online dating and how I really just wasn't a fan of it and how like it just has done a lot for my self-confidence and like kind of damaging it. And a lot of people really didn't like what I had to say, but then I also had a lot of people, more people who really enjoyed what I had to say and really resonated with it. I'm still not on dating apps. It's just not something that I really want to be doing right now. I think for me, being single right now is such a gift. And my next video actually of my dating series is going to be talking about singleness and like how you can view it in the positive way and the gifts of it and the benefits of it and like also addressing the really sucky parts of it, but how to cope with those. Anyways, Sidebar, that's something we're doing. I'm not dating, I'm single right now. I'm not really planning on dating anytime soon. That's the tea on that. Moving on, as far as jobs go, like I said, I'm a freelancer, so I have a client, and that client is a relatively big client, and I really enjoy working for them and working with them. But I am one of those people where like, I can't just go to a job and just be there and not feel passionate about it. And so I think for me, like I'm still on that journey to try and find what that's gonna be and what that's gonna look like, whether that means that I need to just do photography full time. And my last video talked about how I wasn't moving to LA. That's still true. The only thing is it's still on my mind and it's still kind of in the back burner, and like I still pray about it a lot, and I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? I don't feel like this is where I'm supposed to be still. Like, I'm still not ready to settle down. If we're being honest, I'm gonna be 26 and I'm still not ready. And I think I'm plenty young to live in other places. I hope this whole life update video isn't me just going, I don't know. The other day I was talking to my sister and I was like, I had gotten some kind of disappointing news about work. I texted my sister and I just said, I am so mad at God right now. And I think it's really important for Christians to say that out loud, because I think people need to understand that like I can be really mad at God and like really mad at him and like really confused and just furious with him. But like in that anger, there's also like still my faith, because by being mad at him means that I recognize and I understand that he has a hand in everything that happens in my life. And I still believe that to be true. I am pretty angry at him right now. My life has just not gone the way that I was hoping it would. Jobs have not been easy for me, and that sounds so first world. Oh my gosh. I think that might have to be a different video, because basically if you talk to my friends and family, they would tell you, because I feel weird saying this about myself, but my friends and family would tell you that like I am an extremely hard worker. I'm extremely determined and driven. I have just like fallen into situations or been a little misled into situations where it was an extremely toxic work environment, or like I had a boss that like emotionally kind of abused me, and it's just, yeah, that probably will come in a different video. I have learned so much in each job, but I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, Jesus, like, what are we doing? What's gonna happen? Like, I would like a steady income, and like, I'm gonna turn 26 and I'm gonna need healthcare, and like, things they don't teach you in college, how to get healthcare. So, that's kind of what the deal is with my job front. On a different note, as far as like creative wise, I feel such a strong passion for YouTube, and I have a blog and I do photography. And so I think for me going forward, what I'm really trying to focus on is like, you know, in a sense, like, what do I want to make my hobby and what do I want to make a side hustle or like my job? I read this thing recently, which I thought it was so good, and I wish I could pull up the link to it, but it was on someone's Instagram story. And it said, you know, our generation, millennials, so, you know, up until like 22, or down to 22, I mean, up until like 30, the people who are those ages right now, you know, and I think even like younger, we have adopted this idea that like we don't have hobbies, like everything we do on the side of our job is a side hustle, and like there's just no like, there's no culture of hobbies, of like things that we just do for fun. And so I'm gonna get off my soapbox about that for a minute, but yeah, so I think that's a big update in my life, is trying to figure out like, what am I gonna treat as a side hustle and what am I gonna treat as a hobby, and like making sure that I still maintain joy in all of those things, and that I don't lose the sense of joy, if that makes sense. Guys, I guess kind of like a big major life update for me that I touched on in my Instagram stories the other day, which I will say, you guys, after touching on this on my Instagram stories, I was really, really nervous about it, and because it's just very personal, and the response I got like could make me tear up, because people, and I'm gonna start crying. Okay. The response I got from people was so incredibly overwhelming and just so supportive and so encouraging, and it was something that I just didn't expect, and it really took me by surprise. And so that news is that I am starting a weight loss journey. That's what people say. I didn't realize that's what people said, but that's how they describe it. So I have joined Weight Watchers. This is something that I've done before. I've joined Weight Watchers before, and I joined it like in middle of college when I'd gained the freshman 15 and all that stuff that happens. But I never treated it very seriously. I would lose about 5 pounds, and then I would just be like, I would cheat, and I'd kind of like, whatever. So I, after the holidays, obviously gained weight. I feel like everybody gains weight after the holidays. However, a big reason why I've been gaining weight is just because my life has been so crazy. And if you've been following me since the beginning, like, I feel like I started this YouTube channel and I was like, hi, I'm Hannah. My life is falling apart. Welcome to my channel. And that just kind of hasn't stopped. So I left Birmingham, came home to Texas, thought I was going to move to LA, thought I had a job. I thought I had like almost a job lined up. That fell through. LA fell through. I was like, okay, I guess I'm staying in Texas. Started applying for jobs. Can't get a job. Finally get my own place. Still can't get a job. Like, I finally have a job, but also it's not really what I need and want. And it's just, there's so many layers to it. And I just don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying. But basically what I'm saying is that I'm very, very blessed. I want to say that, like, first and foremost, I am extremely blessed. Like, yeah. But my life emotionally has just been so crazy, and I have had so many moments of like such hope, and then those hopes just being completely shattered. And that's happened since like March. So it's almost been a year, which is just like really painful to think about. So yeah, I have gained weight. I'm an emotional eater. I eat when I'm stressed. Like I said, I've joined Weight Watchers, and this time is very different for me. I'm not doing this to like fit a beauty standard. I'm very happy with I'm not very happy, but I am content with the size that I am. I think for me, this is more about like heart health and like just, taking care of myself. And I've kind of stopped doing that. And that's just, I can't expect. It also plays into like work and relationships, things like that. Like, I can't expect to go into a relationship and be somebody's partner, girlfriend, when I can't take care of myself and I don't love myself and I'm not confident in myself. And so for me, like, kind of getting my body back on track and losing some weight is really going to help me with that. And this isn't about like losing weight to love myself. I think for me, I just like, in order to love myself, I know I need to be healthy, and I'm not healthy right now. So my goal is to lose about 50 pounds. Right now we've set some small goals. Right now I'm like just trying to lose 5, and then once I lose 5, we're gonna set up the goal a little higher. And I don't know what 2020 holds for me. I think something that I'm really gonna work on in 2020 is discovering what it means to be confident. It's funny, I have had people come up to me and tell me that they think I'm so confident, and I'm like, wow, I'm a really good actress. She'll win an Oscar. That's something that I'm really gonna try and work on for 2020, is just like embracing myself, embracing my flaws, like working on them, and working really to be the best that I can be, and trying really hard to discover what like I want out of my life. And that's not going to happen overnight. So yeah, I am going to work on my vision board. I feel like I've just been chatting the whole time. So I'm going to work on my vision board a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of wrap this up in a little bit.
Later.
I finished my vision board. It is much later. As you guys can see earlier, I had natural light coming in because it was the daytime. It's now 8:30 and I've been working on this vision board for like over an hour. I'm very proud of it though. I actually really liked the process of it. I really liked the process of really trying to think about like what I want for myself this year and like what I really hope happens for me. And like I said, I'm not really going to talk through it just because a lot of it is pretty personal. But one thing I really wanted to focus on was body confidence and confidence in myself and loving myself. And so like, and then just like is on here is if you're doing something you're not passionate about, it's hard to get real traction. And I feel like that quote is just like summarizing what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm very excited about my vision board. I didn't expect this video to be like a 5-hour long process, but it is. I like really love this process. I would highly recommend it if you don't do this kind of thing. I think it's a really good just exercise. Like even if you just make it and then you don't know what to do with it, I think just the process of making it is really good. It's really inspirational. It makes you really think about your goals and what you want to do for the year. So highly recommend. Thanks guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed me blabbing about my life and that you enjoyed, you know, what I was talking about with my vision board. I think it's really important to set goals, and it's something that I'm really working on about discovering what I want out of this year. You know, it's a whole new decade, kind of not starting fresh, but kind of starting fresh. And so I would just encourage you to really dig deep, think about those things, and not just resolutions, you know, thinking about things that you want to do to change your life. So if you were inspired to make a vision board after this video, I would love for you to let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your word of the year is. I think for me, my word of the year is confidence, and that's something I'm really working on for myself, as well as like confidence and health. I think those are two like they're going together. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you made it a vision board, and comment down below your thoughts on this video, what you'd like to see from me on this channel. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, like, comment, do all the things. I love you all so much. I will see you next time. Bye.